got 12 and 12. It's just a bolt, through bolt. So I've got my wrench on one side of holding the head. I'm going to put some of this on there. Actually, I'm going to heat it. I'm going to heat it first. Just because it's rusty. And there's nothing really to damage here. This is getting replaced, so let's not put that in. Not a lot, just a little. See if we cannot strip it out. Would be nice. Or break it off. There we go. Heat is your friend. No, I'm not touching that. No way. It's better. Somewhat better. We get a punch. I'm still in the picture. Yeah, I'm still in there. I'll just try it through. Should come right out of there. There it is. There's the culprit right there. Not a lot left. Completely. See how loose and beat up that is, falling apart on this side. I'm going to take this over. I'm going to clean this up a little bit on the wire wheel and a file. Maybe, clean off some of this rust. It has to go like this. So this away from that and towards the head of the bolt. I'm looking at the old video. Should have looked at it, orientated myself, if that's even a word, before I pulled it apart. And then, yeah, it's got to go like that. Okay. That on the outside, away from that, on the head of the bolt side. Look, wrong way. I don't know if there's torque spec for this. I don't know that they published one for it, to tell you the truth. Maybe they probably do, but I don't know what it is. I just know I don't want to put it on there with a gun. And it's got a shoulder, so it should, the bolt has a shoulder, so just snug it down pretty good. That's it. Alright. Now we're ready to put that thing back in. Oh, that's so much better. I mean, you can see. There's no playing that at all. And then there's this one, which is completely destroyed on both sides. Ready to go. I'm going to try to slide this back in from the top. I might have to go back down underneath. I've obviously got to get that on that front shaft, but first I've got to get the back, this back part in the mount, in the back mount. So I'm just going to slide this forward here. I'll weasel it back in. I hope. It'd probably be smarter if I went underneath and just looked, but I never said I was smart. Okay. Alright, let me go back underneath. I'll be right back. Let me try to pull that down into place. So I'm putting the, underneath the car, putting the roll pin back, and I wanted to show you that it is a two-piece. There's two roll pins, one inside each other. I was able to get them out together, just drive them out without any problem. Putting them back in, not so much. So I'm going to try to do them one at a time. I'll put the bigger one in first, get that started, and then I'll get the inner one started inside of it. I think it'll go together a little easier. It's a little tough to get to, so I just wanted to show you that there are two roll pins, one inside each other, for that pin that holds the front of the shifter to the transmission. I have everything hooked up underneath. It's actually easier to get to Even the back, you can get to it from underneath. So I've got the roll pin back in. I've got my bushing at the front reconnected, and I've got it in the back bushing here, the shifter. Everything's together, so we're just gonna come up here and put everything back together here. At least that's the plan, I hope. Yeah. Get my metal plate here. Figure out which way this is supposed to. I have to think it goes this way, doesn't it? Maybe not. Might go this way. I think it does go this way. Little guide pins here built into that rubber boot. Much better. This thing was flopping on. It's still got a little bit of play, probably because the shifter's probably worn a little bit, but it's 100% better than it was. First, fifth, fourth, third, second, first. I can actually tell where I'm shifting into now. Well, that's it for the shifter. New universal joint for the front of the shifter. Now there's a bushing that I showed earlier underneath next to this, that's right next to this. You can replace them, there are replacements for them, and then there's a rear mount. Both of those look pretty good on this. They weren't really beat up or worn, so I'm just going to leave them alone. You can replace all three if you want, but that's where all the slop came from. It's 100% better than it was. Roll pins, as I said before, there's two of them in here, inner and outer. I drove them out both at the same time, putting them back in. Yeah, I couldn't get them to go in, so I actually drove the inner out of the outer roll pin. Got the first roll pin started about 1/4 inch in, so I knew it was in good. Then stuck the inner roll pin, drove that in so they were both even, and then pushed them both through. Drove them both through back onto the shaft to hold this in place. It's actually easier to get at this and the rear mount where the shifter mounts from underneath. I just did all that underneath and then went back up, buttoned everything back up in the console. If you got a really sloppy shifter in one of your Subarus, 5-speed, I don't think they make a 6-speed, not older ones at least. I hope this helps you out. If you like the video, subscribe below. Thanks for watching.